Hello there everybody, this is Graham, also known as the Collector 75, and welcome to another TFNATION video. I wanted to do this last week, but I just did not have the time because I was just working. I was far too busy really. By the time I get home at night I'm just too tired, and I wanted to do a response to some of the videos where you're showing off what you want to get signed and everything like that. Plus I've had to use this week, because I'm off this week, to dig it all out my loft. So yeah, I had to wait till this week really. So I'm hoping I can remember all the responses I wanted to do to all the videos I've seen. But there we go. I've tried having a look for some of them to remember what they were, and I couldn't find them, or bits of them, in the time that I've got now, because I've got to go and pick my son up from nursery soon. So we're going to sort of like just do a makeshift sort of video. Right, so the first one I do remember. I think it was, oh my god, Bisto Yeti, that was it. I was trying to name. I always think of something else. Don't know why. Yes, Bisto Yeti asked the top 5 things that I'm excited for TF Nation. Well, the first thing is I'm just excited about going, because last year I didn't think I was going to go this year, for a few reasons really. It mainly took the fact that they got Bob Budiansky here really, because I've always wanted to meet and always want to get some stuff signed by him, but he's never been to a UK convention. I've never really seen him at a US convention, but I could be wrong there. So that was the main reason. And plus, I had such a great time last year meeting everybody, which I hadn't seen lots of people since 2009. So it was just really good, and I really enjoyed it, and I want to go back. And I'm actually trying to go back next year, provided there is one. But hopefully I'm trying to work out a way where I can take my wife and my son, if my son's more up for it, because I think Thomas the Tank Engine Land is only just round the corner, so he could go, like, she could take him there if need be and stuff like that. So that'd be quite cool, because I do want to continue going. Right, so that is the first thing, just being there. The second thing is actually the trip there, because I really enjoyed the trip there. Even though last year I was stuck on the M40 for like nearly 3/4 of an hour longer than I should have been. I like all that sort of stuff, so I'm excited for the journey, even though it's horrible and I hate driving long distances, because it's going to take me about 2 hours to get there. I know that's not as long as some other people I'm going to get there, but driving down the road I hate, especially when there's traffic. Right, so another thing I'm excited for is meeting everybody, and meeting everybody that I didn't get a chance to meet last year, because I'm really terrible at meeting people. I mean, it was only because I was in the bar last year and I just saw a few familiar faces. Like I saw TFNATION. I think he was the first person I ran into really, in the bar. I did also see Six Shot Changer, I think, when I walked in now. I can't remember. So I don't know. The memories sort of like blur into one another. But they were really nice, because they did come up to me and I really appreciated that. So I'm excited to see them again. Yeah, TFNATION, everyone, Soundwave SG1. Everybody, and including all the people that I didn't get to see last year, because I want to meet as many people as I can, and that's the point. That's why we're all going. We go because we love these Transformers, and not only that, but we wanna go because we want to talk about them. We want to experience Transformers with everybody else and get their points of view, because there's loads of contentious points. Some people like the movie verse. I mean, I do, to a point. Some people hate it. Some people hate Generation 2. I love Generation 2. And, you know, and that's the thing, isn't it? And then you've got the KOs. And I think Bisto Yeti wants a discussion on KOs. That'd be quite cool, because, yeah, I have a funny point on KOs. Yeah, I'm a bit sort of like, 1 minute I hate them, next minute I really like them. So, yeah, it's a funny contentious point. But that's what we want. Yes, so that's my other point that I'm excited for all the people. What else am I excited for? I'm excited for the toys. Now, as much as I want to go for the people, the toys are a big part of my life, unfortunately. I'm addicted to buying Transformers. I've been trying to pay off all my debts, and I'm doing really well, actually. I've been sticking to what I wanted to pay, so I've been doing lots of overtime at work to pay that, to make sure I've got that minimum sort of point in where I want to pay back £500 a month, every month. Which ain't too bad. I'd like to do more, but just having a son and no time and stuff like that, it really limits what you can save to pay off your debts and everything like that. So, you know, but I'm hitting that, and I've still got money to bit of spending money and save money for TF Nation and a few other bits, which is really good. So that's cool. Just hope that continues for a while yet. Yes, so the toys. Now, what else am I excited for? I don't know how many it was now, 3 or 4. We'll do one more. Excited for toys. Oh, the guests. I'm excited for the guests because, like I said, Bob Budiansky's there, Simon Furman's there, and Jeff Senior. Jeff Senior's just been announced, so that's good. I'm glad he's going because that means I can get loads more stuff signed. Yes, and you've got the Lockdown guy, whatever his name was, can I remember, and a few other people. You've got Nick Roche and James Roberts. I want to get some stuff signed by them. I'm not a massive fan of their stuff, but I want to get some stuff signed, so that's pretty cool. Yes, what else? I want to be excited for just the day in general. Just the weekend in general, because I'm there from the Friday till the Sunday. I'm going to stay a little bit later on the Sunday. I've still got to go home on the Sunday, but I'll book the Monday off work, so there's no rush for me to get home. So, you know, I might stay till the convention ends, and then to stay till about, I don't know, 6, 7, so then I get home about 9, so I can handle that. So that's quite cool, right? So that is sort of what I'm excited for, basically everything. Yes, so anyway, right, so then we're going to go for some questions. Now, I tried finding the video with the questions on. There were some YTC ones and a few different ones, but the YTC ones were kind of like the ones I answered in my other video. So I'm not going to worry too much about them. So what time am I getting there? I'm getting to get there, hopefully, around midday-ish, give or take. It depends. Now, I was hopefully going to get there for midday, but my son's nursery had decided to really fuck me over. And they basically said that I can't send my son to nursery throughout the summer holidays anymore because some new guy bought it out. And that has really fucked me up because that means now we've got to try and find someone to look after our son while we're working, whereas he was supposed to go to nursery and everything. So now that means on the week, so I booked the week off, you see, to go to TFNATION. And now I've got to find someone to have him on the Friday and the Saturday. I mean, my wife's mother was going to have him on the Saturday and just to pick him up from nursery on the Friday, so I could just leave as soon as I dropped him off at nursery on then. But now it's a little bit more, I don't know exactly what time I'm going to be able to leave, thanks to them. I'm just glad he's leaving that nursery in September, actually, because they've really, really messed us about the last few months. Right, anyway, apart from that, yes, so I should be getting there around midday, give or take. Yes, what else we've got? We've got my drink of choice. That is going to be, now usually it's either lager, usually Foster's, Carlin, none of the hard stuff. I'm not big on Stella. I used to drink, oh my god, I used to drink Kronenberg back in the day, but I don't drink that no more. Because I really don't like hangovers. I hate hangovers. But when I'm in the mood for drinking, and that's when I run into trouble really. So I did it last year. I drank too much on the Friday, and on the Saturday I had a fucking hangover, and I fucking hated it. But still, there you go. So, but I'm probably going to bring my own drink. I like Southern Comfort, but I'm not going to pay their prices. So I'll probably have a little bottle somewhere and do that. Yes, so that is my drink of choice. Probably Southern Comfort and Coke, or Southern Comfort and lemonade. Either really. Just got to find a way of keeping it cold. Really, I might have to try and get some ice from the bar or something. We'll soon find. We'll find a way. Anyway, right, so I can't remember any other questions, so let's move on to the next thing, which was hopes and fears. If I remember some questions, I'll come back to them. So hopes and fears. What are my hopes and fears? Hopes. I'm hoping that this is as good as last year, because it was their first convention, because obviously it used to be AA, and obviously these people didn't really... I think there's some of the people did have an affiliation with that, but mostly they didn't, so I'm not totally sure, I don't know. But either way, it was still a very, very good convention. I didn't notice any problems really. I mean, there may have been, but I certainly didn't notice none. And so that was brilliant. And I really liked the way that they made you feel welcome right from when I registered and when I got there, all the way through. Because I can't remember his name now. Was it somebody white? I could be wrong. But he came along and was always asking people if they're okay and having a good time. Is there anything they could do? It was fantastic. And I mean, you've got to appreciate all the volunteers as well. So I'd love to have volunteered, but I really like the time that I want to go to the panels and everything, so I wouldn't have time to do that, which is a shame. I mean, yeah, it's a shame really, because yeah, I just enjoy it too much. I want to look round, I want to talk to people. If I was volunteering, it probably wouldn't. I'd find, oh no, I'm going to miss that or something. So, you know what I mean? And shame though. But yeah, so my hat does go off to all those people who do volunteer. Yeah, because obviously, you know, they do give up a lot of their time. So yeah, hat goes off to them. Yeah, so that's my hopes really. Fears, I don't really have too many fears. I feared a lot of things actually, mainly about the toys, which is what I'm going to come on to now. Now I feared, I really wanted Titan's Return Triptychon. And now last year I bought the Fortress Maximus yeah, I bought the Fortress Maximus, and yes, beforehand, and then at TFNATION they had absolutely tons of them, and they were cheaper, about 20 or 30 quid cheaper than I actually bought mine for. So this year I thought, you know what I'm going to do? They're bound to have loads of Triptychons at TFNATION this year. But then I thought, well, I don't know, maybe they won't, maybe they won't. So I bought a Triptychon, which I've got here. Yeah, so I did buy one, and I managed to get it slightly cheaper off Amazon for 143 quid, which weren't too bad, because I've got a feeling he's going to be around the 140-ish. They'll probably start with the 150-ish, I think, probably on Friday. Maybe the Sunday will go down. Maybe, but it depends how many other sellers have them, you see. You have to look around first. If every seller's got them, don't buy it right away. Just wait a bit, and they'll probably try and outdo each other. It's only if a few sellers don't have them, that's when you might need to buy it straight away. Coming to my next purchase. Thanks to Zort Rider, I did see his video the other day where he said he picked this guy up at Argos for £24, and so I went and bought myself a Voyager last night Megatron, and he's fantastic. I haven't transformed him yet, but the robot mode is brilliant. I love it. I'm sure they'll do a knockoff with die-cast parts, which I'll probably buy, but I've got the oversized version coming, and so if that's any as good as this, that'll be fantastic. So I bought him because I've got a feeling that might be a bit in demand as well, and they'll probably want maybe top whack for that. They'll probably want about 30 quid. But that was 24 quid from Argos, pick it up same day, so you know, you couldn't go wrong with that. And then there was this guy. This is Robots in Disguise Warrior Class Soundwave. Now I saw it on eBay for roughly what I would have paid out of the shop, so I got it. Just because you never know. There are a few other Robots in Disguise figures I want, but I wanted Soundwave. He's really cool. I like him. I like him a lot. I'm going to do a video on it. Yeah, so that was my fears really, not being able to get certain toys, so I bought them now. But there's still plenty I need to buy at TFNATION, which I'm hoping if they don't, they don't, and then I'll look around after, or do you know what, I just won't get them. Right, that is it for the hopes and fears really. Let's go on to what am I going to get signed. Now I've got a bunch of stuff. I've got for Venus Terzo, I've got a Transmetal 2 Black Arachne I want it signed. I've got an original Black Arachne I want to get signed. Because I've got a few things signed by David Kay a few years ago, and that guy played Cheetle. Yes. Oh, before that, also going to take this because I'm buying a few bits. I'm buying a few bits of Zort Rider. I want that orange Fallen. I'm hopefully buying something off Ben's Collectibles, providing he remembers and brings it, because that would be quite cool. And then I'm selling this to my friend Soundwave SG1, so you can pick that up. I also have another set of these. These are the eHobby Insecticon clones. If anybody out there is interested in them, these ones were opened, which I'm selling to Tony, but I have another sealed set. If anyone's interested, just drop me a line. Yes, so then what am I going to get signed? Right, so first of all, we're going to stick with the guy who plays Lockdown. Haven't got it out, but I'm going to get that signed by him, the Age of Extinction, where he played Lockdown. So I'm going to get that signed. And then the guy who played G1 Snarl, or Shrapnel, I'm going to get my Transformers the movie signed. I should have done that years ago, because all the guests I've seen who were in Transformers the movie, I never got it signed. Anyway, right, so then we're going to move on to, who should I move on to first? Probably Simon Furman, before my battery dies. I'm going to get this done. I've already got this signed by Simon Furman, but as soon as they've announced Jeff Senior, I'm going to get this. This is Death's Head, the body in question. I'm going to move those out of the way so I can make a nice little file. I've got loads. That shouldn't be there. We're going to get. I'm surprised I've not got this signed. It's Death's Head #1. That's Simon Furman. What else we got? We've got What If Death's Head 2 had lived. I've already got it signed by Simon Furman, but I need it signed by Jeff Senior. And then we've got Dragon's Claws by Furman and Senior. I've got a few of these actually. I loved issue 2 with Dragon's Claws versus Evil Dead. Hardly original, but I loved it. And that issue there, Dragon's Claws #5, has got some of the best art by Jeff Senior. I could just look at that art and fall in love with it every single day. And then we've got issue 10 with some glorious painted artwork there by Jeff Senior. And then what else are we going to have? Well, we've got the UK issue #240 with 2 Megatrons, so quite a controversial storyline. And then we've got the second part, which is by Furman and Senior, which is pretty cool. And then I'm going to get my final issue #332 signed by Simon Furman. And then we're going to get another one, American US #56, his first issue on the US. What else have we got here? #65, which is part 4 of Metric Quest, and 65 because I love them storylines. That's pretty cool. Who are we moving on to next? So we've got Regeneration 1, because I love the way Senior draws Megatron. I really do know that. And then we're going to get this signed, which is by Furman, and Senior does do some of the interior artwork on that, which is Transformers Generation 2, number 12. Then we're going to come on to Bob Budiansky. Now, Soundwave SG1 said about it. I'm going to get mine signed as well. I do have some of the individual comics as well, so I'm going to get that done. And then this one, which is my Transformers UK number 35. I just have fond memories of this comic, so I'm going to get him to sign that. And I love that picture of Shockwave on the front. So I'm going to get him to sign that. It's going to be a massive queue for him. I've got a whole pile for Bob Budiansky, so I'm going to have to take, I don't know, about 4 trips round, I think. Or be that annoying bastard who has about... Look at this. This is nearly all for Bob Budiansky. So I'm going to be there for a while. Don't get behind me. No, I'll probably take about 3 trips round, I think. But I want to get this one signed. This is the UK one. I love that cover because where they had like a Spider-Man thing on the US one, they just put non-functional on that. So that's cool. I love that. That's a nice variation. And then there's my UK number 1. I'm going to get signed by Bob Budiansky. Then I've got my Transformers Universe. Now I want the comic signed because these individual issues actually have profiles in them that the collected book doesn't. So I actually have issue 1 and 4 of that. I thought I just need 2 and 3. I never realised. And then I've got my Transformers US number 1. I actually have 2 of these. I never realised. I think I kept them because one has a Spider-Man logo and the other one has a barcode. Don't know the differences. One could have been a direct edition. The other one could have been a newsstand. I'm not sure. But I'm going to get them signed. And then we've got issue number 5 with Bob Budiansky's first actual script work rather than just plotting it. We've got the Death of Optimus Prime. I'm going to get him to sign that. Along with issue 50, the double-sized one. We've got issue 55, probably the worst story he ever wrote for Transformers. That was a terrible story, but it's his last issue, so I'm going to get him to sign that. This one is the Regeneration 1 sort of version of it. And this one, Penny Press version. This one this is for my son. I got everyone to sign it when I saw Simon Furman, Jeff Senior, all the people like Jeff Anderson and whatever. So I'm going to get Bob Budiansky to sign that as well to my son because that is for him. Right, here we go. What else we got? We've got this is for James Roberts and Nick Roche. I actually have that Eugenesis book that he signed, but that's someone else. I forgot to get that out. But I've got Last Stand of the Wreckers number 1, and I've got all of them actually. I don't know if I'll get them all to sign it. I might because I've got time. But that's for them. And then also probably lastly, I've got my All Hail Megatron, the cover by Guido Guidi, if I said that right. But it's the one where it's like a what's the word? I can't think of it, but it's a parody on the Killing Joke by Brian Boland. That is a good cover, so I'm going to get him to sign that because I like that. I love covers like that. So that is what I'm going to get signed. I'm going to be there about 15 years, I think. So yeah, right. But anyway, this has been my TFNATION 2017 latest video. You've got about 3 weeks to go, I think. I'm really excited for it. I really cannot wait, actually. So much so my hair's probably falling out. Anyway, yeah. So 3 weeks, and I shall be seeing everybody there. There's lots of people that I want to see. I want to see everybody. No one should have any fears about going up to talking to anyone, because I know that's one of my biggest fears. Is you see people in a group and just going up to them and trying to talk to them is you think, oh my God, will they accept me? Do they want to talk to me? And I think everybody has that fear. But the best way to do it is just go and do it. And if they don't, but you'll be surprised that everybody wants to know everybody. You know what I mean? And I never once talked to someone and I thought, wow, they really don't want to talk to me. Everybody wanted to talk to me. So anybody's going for the first time should just have a good time, and that's the point. And if you see anyone that looks like they're just sitting there on their own, and it's not that everyone wants to sit on there, because I like sitting on my own sometimes, but if they're sitting on their own and you're thinking, oh my God, they really do look out of place, you just go and say, all right, mate, how you doing? You know, enjoying yourself and all that? What you bought? And that's what it's all about, isn't it? Yeah, you know. And you just got to think we're all from different backgrounds. You know, you've got people from Scotland, you've got people from Ireland, you've got people from other countries coming. And it's just great because we're all united by this great love of these bloody toys. And so it's great, you know. And that's the point, isn't it? Yeah, so we should all have a great time. Yeah. Right, I'm going to leave this here. I shall see you all next time. I'm going to try and do a few more videos actually soon. I want to do one on the Last Night Megatron because that is a cool figure. I want to do one on Soundwave here, some more for my loft walls, and more Pretenders. I'm really into the Pretenders. Pretenders are great figures. They're crap, but they're great. Yeah, so the Pretenders are great, so I want to do some more of them. And that is about it. I'm going to wrap it up finally. You're probably thinking, Jesus, if you're still with me at this point, you're probably thinking, Jesus Christ, please stop talking. But yes, I shall see you all in, because what's today? Today's date is the 20, no it's not, it's the 18th of July. So I think this Friday will be about 3 weeks to go, because I've got this week off, 2 more weeks back at work, then I'm off a week, so it should be then. Yeah, and so I'm really looking forward to it. I really am looking forward to it. Otherwise I wouldn't be doing these videos actually. Yes, so anyway, like I said before, if you're still here, I am actually putting as many of these videos in like a playlist, because I have loads of playlists on my actual channel. So hopefully, you know, these will be there forever. I'm trying to do it in some sort of order when I can. But either way, but if you don't see your video, if you do look in it and you don't see your video, just let me know so I can add it to it, because I do searches for TFNation every now and again to see if anybody who I'm not subscribed to has done a video or something like that, so I can add it. Because like I said before, YouTube's a funny thing. This is why I miss so many people's videos. They probably think, oh, I'm an arrogant bastard for never watching them, because YouTube just does not bring up videos a lot of the time, and it's it's like TF Wilderness. I know he emailed me, and I thought, oh yeah, I'll get around to it, and then you forget or whatever. But I never once saw it. Never once brung up any of your videos, and you're just thinking, but that does it to everybody. I mean, there's loads of people out there, and I think, my God, I've been watching you for ages. Like Zort Rider, they're the people that I enjoy watching, who just just normal people doing all this, rather than all the really popular ones like Optobotomus. I mean, they're all right, but I like videos where it's normal people just talking about their love for him, if you know what I mean. Not saying they don't, but that's the people I like. Just normal sort of people doing their stuff. But anyway, yeah, just come and say hi. But that's about it. Anyway, I've rambled on way too long. Right, so I'm sure Soundwave SG1 will do another couple of videos by TF Nation, so I'll be enjoying seeing them, and anybody else. Airlift 82. Was thinking of calling you Airlift 55 then, just like Soundwave SG1 did, but there we go. TF Wilderness, I know we'll do another video. 6 Drop Changer, I'm hoping they'll do another video. Smizno, I'm sure he'll do another video. Enjoyed your video as well, that was a really good one. Yeah, I'm sure everyone should do a video. Why you're excited to go? It's brilliant, just great. Yeah, if I've missed anybody out, don't worry, because I want to speak to you all there, and I'm not an arrogant boss. I'm just a very shy person. So there we go. So it don't matter anyway. Just come and say hi. Hello there, everybody. This is my garden. My battery decided to die as I was recording the last bits of that video. So I thought I'd wait for the battery to recharge and I'd continue with it. But I had to go and water the garden, so I thought I'd finish it off out here. This is actually our garden. And it's quite a nice garden. I'm quite pleased with our garden, really. I do try and put minimal effort in, to be honest. And usually it doesn't turn out too badly. The grass could do with some work on it. And these trees are the most annoying trees in the world. Most trees, just drop their leaves or whatever, usually at the end of the year. This tree drops stuff 3 times a bloody year. Hell, really annoying that is. Anyway, right, so let's turn this around. So why am I continuing this video? Mainly because I noticed that the schedule for TF Nation has just come out. Yeah, so I thought I'd have a look and see what I'm going to be going to. So I've got it here on my phone. We've got the Friday. We have. I'm going to be going to see. Let's have a look. You've got the registration check-ins at 10 o'clock in the morning, but I'm not going to get there for that. I'm not going to get there for 12 o'clock for the Transformers Fans Unite. I don't think I'll be getting there for the lucky draw. I mean, I'm hoping to get there for midday, but with traffic, who knows. Blah 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 blah. There's one to be confirmed at 2 o'clock. I remember that last year when they come out with the itinerary for last year. There wasn't nothing to be confirmed, I don't think, but there we go. Let's have a look. We've got John Paul Beauvais and Josh Perez at 3 o'clock. A Brave New World at 4 o'clock with Timey Wimey and Matt Clark. Is it Matt Clark? Yeah, Matt Clark. That's other people. And then I've got QPU at 5 o'clock. The Matrix test at 6. Heavy Metal Raw Rectified. That'd be quite good to go and see. And then you've got Protect and Destroy from 8 o'clock, and then they've got the first movie from 9 until 11. Don't know about that. I'd prefer the 86 movie, to be honest, like last year. And then you've got the Chance to Dream after that, and then that's on the Saturday. There's a few things on the Saturday that I want. Let's have a look. Doors open to go into the toy halls at 10 o'clock. And we've got Meet Your Maker at 12 o'clock with Bob Buddy. Absolutely, definitely watching that one. Let's have a look. We've got the Art of Transformers. Yeah, well, that's quite good. Venus Terzo, we'll be watching that one. And you've got 4 o'clock, the Definitive G1 Collection. We'll be doing that one if I can. This is all for I remember. Last year there's a couple of things I wanted to go to and I forgot all about. And then you've got the Transformers YouTube community panel at 5 o'clock. Doing that if I can. And then you've got the usual Saturday night stuff. And then on the Sunday we've got the Conversation. This is the one I was thinking. I've actually recorded this twice now, and I couldn't find this one. It's right there in front of me. At 10 o'clock in the morning I'll be watching this one. This is Furman Budinsky, a conversational panel starring 2 of the biggest names in Transformers history. It's like Bisto Fisto said. You've got the man who is the god and the man who gave us gods. Well, that is absolutely right on that. And then we've got a few other things. We've got a Hal Royal one at 11 on the Sunday. And there's not too much else that I'll be making a beat to get to, but there's some quite interesting stuff there. I'm really looking forward to that, and it's only 3 weeks away actually. 3 weeks away, who knows. I can still remember when it was like 4 or 5 months ago when I just booked my ticket and everything, so you know, it comes around quick. And yeah, I'm getting really excited. I can't wait actually. I've got 2 more weeks of work and then I'm off that week, so that'll be good. Got everything ready that week. I've got all my stuff ready, as you would have seen, like I'm getting signed and what have you, and there's a few other bits I'm taking as well. Yeah, so that's about it really. Yeah, getting excited for it. I can't wait actually. I shall see you all then. Right, probably going to do one more video, probably just literally before TF Nation, but if I don't see you then, I'll see you at TF Nation. Bye for now.